Hi my lovelies, and welcome to my channel Feathers from Heaven Tarot. So today I would like to do a reading for you. So it's a pick a card on new love. So this is for my singles or for anyone that's looking for new love. What new love is coming towards you, or who's coming towards you in love? Okay, so this is specifically for new love. I'm just going to have a look to see if we can get any messages in terms of who this person is, maybe how you're going to meet, and yeah, we'll just see kind of what message comes out. Sorry, but hopefully we'll be able to see who this person is in your reading today. So we have 3 piles for you to pick from. So all flower, so they're all flowers. So we've got the rose for pile number 1, pile number 2 and pile number 3. So take a moment and select whichever pile you feel drawn to, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi there my lovely pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. So let's have a look at who's coming towards you in love. So what new love is coming towards you? Let's see who they are and what information or messages we can get for you. I feel like with this image, this person's going to be very romantic and perhaps have romantic gestures. So let's have a look for you. Pile number 1. We'll get a few oracle cards and then some tarot. So new love for pile number 1. 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 Who is this person? Who is this person? Okay, so we have the 8th house, transformation, karma, facing fears, legacies, self-expression with the sun, dream and transcend. And then we have adjustments are required, nothing is set in stones, and a fiery climax approaches. So with your new love, I feel like this person has undergone some sort of change or transformation. So this person has had to make some sort of change in their life. This person has either had to move area, move or change their career, maybe ended a very long-term relationship, and they've had to make some sort of adjustments, okay, in their life. And I feel like it wasn't really their choice. It was something that kind of happened. It was something that was kind of put on them. So for some of you, if this person ended a relationship, I feel like the other party might have ended it, or it ended in a way that was quite abrupt, and this person maybe kind of left the everything for the other person, and maybe they made the moves and they adjusted. They've had to make the adjustments, they've had to be inconvenienced, they're the ones that perhaps had to move house. But I feel like this connection that you're going to have with your new love is also going to be transforming, in the sense that it's nothing you've ever experienced before. And I feel like that's where you will maybe feel like adjustments are going to be required. So it's nothing that you're used to, and so this person, you know, they might live at a bit of a distance from you, so you know you may have to perhaps adapt your lifestyle slightly to incorporate the additional travel. But this person is very expressive. They're someone that's going to make their feelings clear from the start. But yeah, the adjustments and the transformation is really standing out to me. So it's not, as I said, something that you are going to be used to. So if you're used to someone that's not really expressive with the way that they communicate, or they don't say what they feel or think, this person's going to be kind of very different in that way. So whatever you've experienced previously, this person is going to be kind of different. So wherever you felt like it was something that was below par, or not meeting your expectation, or not meeting sort of your communication needs, for example, so this person will actually be someone that's going to be the opposite. So they're going to be someone that's, you know, going to say how they feel, what they want to do, their intentions and things like that. So it might be like a bit of a shock or to the system for some of you if you're not used to it. And again, that's where the adjustments are going to be required for yourself. So it's going to be sort of an adjustment within yourself, you know, to now be communicating with someone that's very different and like the polar opposite that you're maybe used to. That's for some of you, but for others, you're just not expecting this person to be so straightforward, and so kind, and so understanding, and so clear, really. I feel like I'm getting kind of a dreamy energy. So yourself or this person might be a water sign. There's also maybe perhaps a fire sign as well. But I see the relationship being rather dreamy, in the sense that it's very romantic, very in, you know, leaning into your feelings or emotion. Is going to be emotionally driven. There's going to be kind of a lot of feelings, a lot of attraction. I feel like there's going to be like humongous attraction between the two of you. And then obviously the romantic element as well. I think that when you first meet, you are going to be a little bit apprehensive. You're going to feel like this is a bit too good to be true in that sense. So you might just, you know, not give it your all, but not fully open up when you first meet this person. Or, you know, when they communicate how they feel to you, or how, you know, when the relationship, or you start dating, and when you are kind of together and they start to treat you, you know, in a way that's kind of really kind of fulfilling. You're gonna feel, you know, you're waiting for kind of something not to go wrong, but you're just kind of saying, all right, you're waiting for like the true them to be revealed. But you're going to find out that that is the true them. They are kind of, you know, romantic. They are very dreamy. They are very clear. They're self-expressive. They're truthful. I feel they're going to be kind of very truthful. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of passion between the two of you as well. So let's have a look. Let's pull some tarot, see what else we can get. New love. So we have new love for pile number 1. We have the Empress. Okay. So I'm not going to do reversal, so I will just turn that round. Okay, so I feel this will come into your life at a time where you've kind of retracted from yourself from kind of the dating scene, or you've kind of given up. You've just been self-reflecting. You've just been doing your own thing. You've been kind of maybe not going out as much, not being so social, and then that's kind of when this person is going to come in and communicate their feelings to you, or make it clear in terms of, you know, what they want. At first, with the Four of Cups, at first, you know, you're going to really not believe it. It's going to be like right there. This is, you know, a beautiful new love, a beautiful new connection, you know, like with the cup coming towards you, but you are kind of not believing it. You don't want to know, so to speak, and you're just like looking at kind of what experiences you've had before, or just kind of looking at what's out there, and it's just been a bit of a disappointment. So you're gonna be, I feel, in a bit of a energy where you're not really looking, and you've just like, you're a bit like indifferent. You like not so, well, you're definitely not actively looking, I feel. So this person, for some of you that do want a family, or do, you know, want a fully committed relationship, this person's going to want to fully commit. They're going to want to, you know, do the whole proper relationship, settle down, and, you know, they're going to, for some of you, they're probably going to want to move in with you, or for you, they, you know, they're going to want you both to get a place together. For some of you, you just take it as it resonates. Obviously it's not for everyone, because this is a general reading. I can see you maybe having a child with this person, so maybe if you do not want to get pregnant, then maybe just ensure that you are using protection. But for others, if you do, then you know this person's going to want a family with you, definitely. This person is kind of in there, I feel like they're very emotionally driven, as I mentioned before, but they are emotionally mature, even though they're driven emotionally. So they like wear their heart on their sleeve. You will always know what they're thinking and what they're feeling. There's no like they can't hide it from you, or they won't be able to hide it from you. And as I said, they're going to want something committed with you, okay? Let's see what else. I feel like this person's going to be able to provide you with support. So like if you've had a bad day, or you know, they you just want to talk it out, then they will be there to listen. They won't, you know, dismiss you. So there'll be really good communication between the two of you. I feel like when you decide, things will move forward quickly, but there is definitely a lot of chemistry between the two of you. Some, you know, a real attraction. It will start off with a bit of a bang in that regard. So I mean like fireworks bang, that's what I meant. So let's have a look. Let's see if we can get any more messages. Just get one more, two more. Yeah, so you will definitely have your guards up pile number 1. You'll be in a time of your life where you're kind of resting, you're not thinking about it, you might even have given up for some of you, and then that's kind of when your new love's going to come in, kind of this person, but they're going to be very straightforward. They're going to communicate their feelings to you. They're going to try and get you out of your shell. You know, they'll try and, you know, maybe make hints and suggestions, try and go out and, you know, first of all, to try and, you know, if you're kind of closed off and not wanting to go out, they might just suggest, you know, a lunch or a coffee or something, and then slowly, progressively take it to like another maybe outing, or maybe something that's not so intense, so maybe some sort of sport. But whatever it is, I feel like they're going to know that you've got your guards up. You're going to be like really skeptical. You're not going to really kind of, you're just going to be in doubt. So just that's what I can see. So yeah, you'll have your guards up, and it'll be a time when you're kind of healing, you're resting. For some of you, you might have just got over something that's kind of quite life-changing, or, you know, quite transformative, and, you know, you've just taken some time out for yourself to heal, and then I feel like you'll still kind of be in coming out of that energy, or still being in that when you kind of meet your new love, pile number 1. Okay, so that's what I see for you in terms of your new love and who's coming towards you. If you enjoyed this reading, then just feel free to give it a thumbs up so I know it resonated. Feel free to claim this reading in the comments, and I hope to see you soon. I do future spouse reading and also monthly astrological readings as well. I would love to have you join if you wish to do so. Otherwise, I wish you a lovely morning, afternoon or evening, depending where you are, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye. Hi there, my pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So that's for those of you that selected this image. Let's have a look at new love coming towards you. Who are they going to be? Let's have a look. So we'll pull some oracle cards first, and then we'll just get some clarification with the tarot. So it's just your new love. So it's those of you looking for new love. New love coming towards you. Pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2. Pile number 2, new love coming towards them. Oh. There we go. Oops, we'll take this one. Okay, so right, so we have a combined of tension and flow, potential and rewarding situation. Mars, move forward and defend self. And then we got the South Node, destined to release. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches, a time to give rather than take, and you're very close to achieving your goals. So pile number 2, I feel like you're going to come into union with your new love at a time when you are probably going through difficulties. So it's there is some similarities with pile 1, but it's slightly different. So there is some sort of transformation, as pile 1 was transformation. So with this pile, you are basically really you're going to be going through some sort of maybe something that's quite stressful in your life, and it's kind of ending, so the cycle is approaching. So for some of you, it could be like you've got major, or like, you know, if you've been studying something and you've been putting loads of hours and time into it, and you know, coming to the end with your exams, then it's like the end of a tough cycle. That tough cycle approaches. For others, another example could be that you have just recently broken up or separated from someone that was kind of quite toxic or quite stressful to be around, quite demanding, and again, you know, you might have been with this person for a little while, but all long enough, you know, for it to have caused you a lot of stress in your life. So again, that'll be the end of that tough cycle approaches. For others, it could just be some sort of difficulty, such as financial difficulty or difficulty within your career, maybe not being able to find a career that's kind of fulfilling, or you know, or pays enough or something like that. So whatever it is, whichever scenario it is in your life, it's going to be a tough cycle that's ending for you. So whatever you're in, it's or was in, for some of you, that if this is over, and you know you're at the end of it, then obviously then you're probably coming to union with your new love soon. But for others, if you are still in it, it's kind of when you are going to come to the end of this cycle. I feel like this person is also releasing something in their life, maybe some negative people or people that did not have their best intention at heart, and I feel like once you're at the end of this tough cycle, you're gonna meet them quite soon afterwards, like pretty soon afterwards. I feel like this person is someone that likes to give time and energy to their partner and their friends. There's someone that's kind of not someone that will only take. So for example, you know, only take your energy or your positive words or advice or your time for what they want and their needs. They're also going to someone that's going to give, you know, more than they take, if that makes sense. So they'll give their time. If you're going through a hard time, they'll listen to you, or if you need any advice, they might listen. If you are deciding, I don't know, between two pots of paint, the blue or the yellow, you know, they'll listen to the pros and cons of that, and you know, really hear you out and listen to what you have to say. So I feel like you won't need to have your guard up around this person. You'll move forward. You'll be able, this person will allow you to move forward, to forget, and you know, any sort of tough times, and allow you to put that behind you, whatever the tough time looked like for you. And they're just going to be kind of very supportive to you. Let's see. For some, I might get that this person is in the service industry as well. That might resonate with some of you. For others, they are quite, you know, this person's quite protective as well. So they would, you know, they would happily defend their loved ones. They're protective in the sense that, you know, if someone's overstepping your boundaries or being like mean, then they would kind of come to your defense. Or if someone's talking about you in front of them, then they're not going to have any of it. They will literally defend you. And so this person is someone that is caring, protective. That's what I get from this person. Let's have a look from tarot, see what else we can get about their new love. Pile number 2. Oops, that's too many there. get rid of all of that. Let's start again. Pile number 2. It's new love. Who are they? So okay, so I feel like, let's get one more. Okay. So this is a new love. With the Five of Pentacles, you may have had a relationship, as I said, or something that's happened which left you feeling left out in the cold, just left you unappreciated, you know, really taken, like someone took advantage maybe of your kindness, of your of your kindness, of your maybe you know, your advice or your skills or something like that, and just kind of took the information of what they needed and then kind of didn't follow up on it. Or you know, this could be with work, for example, but it was something that someone obviously did not treat you very well. I feel like some of you, for some of you, your new love would have also gone through some sort of transformation as well. So they were able to overcome their hardship as well, and having done that, they were able to see life through a different perspective. They were able to come back and just look at and reevaluate their priority in a relationship. So your future spouse is someone that you know, has had things prior that was very burdening. Again, it might have been a toxic relationship, or it might have been kind of toxic people around them, where they have had to recognize their toxicity and get rid of them, which was quite hard, because you know, it's not really easy to get rid of friends, for example, or for some of them it might be a family member, and again, that's not going to be very easy. So that was kind of a burdening thing. It kind of weighed down on them, you know, having to do that. But with them being able to do that, they were able to then you know, not invent, but you know, have a new go at life, a new opportunity, open up new opportunity, and then that's how they were able to now attract you. So what can you tell me about the new love? Any more? With the Lovers there, there's someone that's going to be kind of very balancing to you. You're both going to balance each other's energy. You're both going to be able to make decisions together. You're both going to consult each other, I feel, and once making decision. You're going to take each other's ideas, but also you're going to consider each other, you know, before making decisions. So consider each other's feelings or each other's needs or wants before making decisions. So there's going to be lots of balance, maybe consulting each other, a lot of discussions, a lot of decision making that will happen together with you and your new love. What else can you tell me? So yeah, so I feel like with a lot of you, your luck might be changing. You know, if you've had situations that were not too great in the past, but for others this could be like a karmic connection that's coming in with your new love. For some, now this will be just for a very, very small percentage of people watching this, but I'm going to have to say it because it's come out. It's actually a reconciliation with someone. So even though it's new love, it's come out that the next person, even though your best intention is to be someone new, it might be a reconciliation with someone that you were dealing with before, and this person is quite toxic. They do weigh heavy on you. You do find this relationship quite burdening, so it's kind of like a karmic tie which you need to release. Okay. if you want to, that is. Obviously it's your own decision, but it's just kind of what's coming out. So for some of you, if it's someone that's coming back, it is kind of a karmic. You need to maybe learn your lessons from it, in terms of what can you take away from it, you know, what did it teach you, to then move on, close the door, to then attract this new love. Until you do that, you won't be able to attract a new love. Okay, and once you do that, that'll be the end of that tough cycle. You are then going to be very close to meeting this new person. Okay, that's for some of you. Now this person is going to be younger than you, or take it as it resonates, or you might be younger than them. There's someone again that's going to want to build with you. They are going to want to, you know, as I said earlier, want to discuss maybe kind of financial what's the word, compromises, I don't know. So for example, if you decide to rent together, or you decide you know, to move in together, then looking at, you know, how that would look like for the both of you. Or for others, it might just be, you know, you're kind of slowly merging into this relationship, kind of how it looks like for you, maybe holidays that you might take together and things like that. But this person is kind of wanting to start something new and build with you. Okay, I'm just going to pull up one more time. So for those of you that do decide to let go of this person that kind of wants to come back, I don't feel like this reading is confirming this new person coming back and it transpiring into something successful. If anything, this reading is kind of telling you that you need to cut it off, to show the universe and your spirit guides that you are able to close off that chapter in your life. You're able to you know, take the lessons from it and understand that this was like a karmic relationship or a karmic connection, to then move on to the next. Okay, so taking the lessons that you need to. Now it's going to be your new love. It's going to be a wish fulfillment. It's going to be something that you've kind of never experienced, in the sense, as I said, as someone that's going to be very communicative, very clear, give you a lot of clarity when they're speaking, tell you exactly what they want from their relationship, and then things are kind of going to move forward. Now it's going to happen very quickly and suddenly. This new love entering your life when you least expect it. That's what I'm getting. When you least expect it, when you've closed off a relevant chapter in your life, when you've come to the end of a relevant cycle, depending on your story, then this is when this person is kind of going to come into your life. Okay, and as I said, it's going to be quite fulfilling. It's going to be, you know, something that you've never experienced before, and they're going to find you to be someone kind of a wish fulfillment as well. They're going to find you you know, to be someone that they have kind of in their mind. You know, when you have a little list of what you would like that your next person to be like, I feel like their little list in their head is exactly you. And this is how this person is going to feel towards you. So that's what I get for you, my pile number 2, in terms of your new love. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up so I know you resonated with the reading. If you would like to claim it, then feel free to comment down below to claim your reading. Otherwise, I'll see you again soon. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd love to have you join the channel. I post kind of new love, single readings, a future spouse reading, also connections. If you are in a connection, then readings in terms of kind of where that connection's going, and also astrological readings as well. But anyway, that's that. I wish you a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, depending where you are, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, my lovely pile number 2. Hi there, my lovely pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. So that's for those of you that selected this image. Let's have a look at who's coming towards you in love. So this is for new love. What new love is coming towards you? Let's see if we can find out a little bit about who they are, or whatever message comes through in terms of information on this person. Okay, so new love for pile number 3. Who's coming towards them? Who's coming towards my pile number 3 next? Who's coming towards pile number 3? Who's coming towards pile number 3 next in love? Okay, let's take out some oracle cards and then we'll get some clarification with tarot. Ooh. Right, let's take 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so pile number 3. So the person that's coming towards you next, so this new love, it's someone that's going to be very confident. They're going to be very passionate. So this person could be a fire sign, but doesn't have to be. So this person, I feel, is someone that follows their passion. So if there's something that they want to do, or if there's a new passion, or if they've received some new inspiration, they'll take action and go for it. There's someone that's going to, I feel like they're going to make it clear in terms of how they feel. So this person will probably be quite flirtatious when you meet them. They will come across as confident, and I feel like in the way they're going to approach you is going to be quite bold and brave. So they're not going to, I don't feel, try to test the waters at all, but they're just kind of going to go for it with the flirtation, putting on the charm, trying to impress you. So in that sense, I feel like other people might find that quite brave in terms of the, you know, oh, that was brave of you to do that kind of reaction. But this person wouldn't give it a second thought, because that's part of their personality, that's who they are. There's someone that's kind of a go-getter, they're action orientated, and there's someone that they don't follow the crowd, or they don't follow the way things are done. So if there's a new way, or if they need to think about outside the box in the way that they need to approach something in order to get a resolution or to receive the outcome that they would like, then they would just think outside the box, and they would act, or they would make a gesture in terms of maybe a romantic gesture, or maybe do something that's quite cheeky in the sense that, you know, sort of kind of cheeky flirting. So they just kind of go with their own guidance system in that sense, or their own way of sort of doing something. I feel like the reason that they are like that now is because in the past they felt like put into a box, or they felt like very restricted in the way that they could act. So they weren't able to, to really loosen up, or really fully shine their light, or really expand as a person. And they've just kind of had to put their head down, really work hard, and they've just kind of learnt from these struggles, or they've learnt that, you know, it may be that someone in sort of in a leadership, or maybe a parent or someone in authority, was like kind of dictating in the way that they used to sort of speak to this person. So I feel like they've learned from that, and they kind of were someone that used to listen. They used to, you know, perhaps adapt their behavior, or adapt their own personality in order to fit into this sort of box that this person, or within the lines that this person had drawn out. But now they, having learned from that, and obviously from having seen that obviously this didn't allow them to expand, or this didn't bring them any happiness. If anything, it was kind of detrimental. From having done that, they kind of learnt from these lessons, so now they are able to fully be themselves. They're able to learn from the past, they're able to see things from the other side as well. So I feel like they're a person that they wouldn't take advantage of someone else because of maybe their lack of knowledge, or because of their personality, or because maybe they're quieter. They would kind of actually recognize that, notice that, and then they would kind of adapt to get this person maybe out of their shell. So I think that they've learned from their own hardship, and they don't take advantage of a situation. You know, if someone didn't understand something, then they would explain it. So say they were selling something, for example, and this person, they kind of got the gist that this person didn't fully understand the I don't know what the blender did, for example. So maybe the person didn't fully understand, and they thought that the blender mashed potato, for example. But this person would actually recognize that the individual didn't understand, and they would explain, no, it doesn't mash potato, it blends fruits, and it's got a blade, and it does this. So even though they could have potentially got a sale out of it because of this person's misunderstanding, this person has actual was a good moral compass. They have a good ethics, and they would really explain to the person, you know, you've misunderstood, do you still want this blender, because this is what it doesn't mash potatoes. And you know, then I feel like because of this person's authenticity and because of their honesty, they gain people's trust. And I feel like this person's really good at whatever job they do because of that, because they've gained people's trust, because people are likely to come back to them for repeat business, or come back to them for advice, or maybe stay with them as a client, just, you know, depending on the role that they're in doing, or the job that they do. But they, you know, do not take advantage. I feel like they're able to see things outside the box and look at things from a bigger picture. So, you know, we'd look at the bigger picture. I feel like they're able to look outside in, rather. So if there's a problem or an issue, I feel like they would just look at it from a kind of an outside perspective, in terms of who this issue is affecting, first of all, and how the issue is affecting the individuals. And then what they would then do is basically then be able to resolve the situation, and maybe come to an agreement, or maybe explain, or maybe kind of conflict resolution. For some of you, this person may be, you know, their job might be conflict resolutions, or there may be, you know, someone that kind of sort of puts fires out. But I feel like because of their confidence, and because of the way they are able to articulate themselves, the way they're able to communicate with others, they are able to resolve issues. They're able to come to a resolution, you know, and they're just able to sort of see things from other people's point of view as well. But in terms of how they're going to pursue you, I feel like this person is literally going to, you know, not hold back. They're just going to show their fiery side, if that makes sense. So in terms of their flirty side, in terms of, you know, cheekiness, you know, they're not going to be closed up in their shell, waiting to see, waiting to check your response and things like that. They're just going to kind of go for it. And then I feel like that might take you by surprise as well, with obviously the way they approach you. And I feel, but in a pleasant way, it's going to take you by surprise in a pleasant way. You're going to like that. You're going to like being approached. You're just going to like, you know, their confidence, but also the way that they conduct themselves as well. So let's see if we can find out a bit more information on this person with some tarot. So who's this new love coming towards my pile number 3? Who is this new love? Who are they? Give me some information. So new love. towards pile 3. Who is then who you love? Okay, so perfect. With the Knight of Wands falling straight onto the fire oracle card, and then we have the Ace of Wands, and then we have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's get one more. Let's see if we can get one more. Who is this person? Who is this new love coming towards pile number 3? Too many. Just one. Okay. And then let's get some clarification. Who's this person? Okay. Perfect. Okay, so again, so with the Knight of Wands, I feel like again this person is with the clarifier with the 3 of Wands, passionate person, very flirtatious, really gonna go for it, gonna come charging at you in a sort of a charming way. But this person is actually in their head going to feel like they're gonna want to build with you. So I feel like it's not just going to be like on a flirting level, you know, just for one thing only, and obviously they're gonna have they're gonna feel attracted to you, but I feel like they're just gonna want it to be like a committed relationship. I feel like with the 3 of Wands clarifying it, so they're just gonna want to kind of maybe plan. So I feel like it's someone that's maybe gonna want to plan the date as well. So the first date, they're going to kind of want to find out from you what it is that you like, try and you know, find out what, you know, what kind of food you like maybe, or what you'd like to do, hobbies, activities, and maybe try and plan something that's going to be very appealing to you. It's going to kind of hit the mark. So there's going to be a lot of planning, forward thinking within kind of what they do in terms of date wise, and as well where they maybe where the relationship's going, so the next action. But this person's going to be very clear with their intention. They're going to be very clear communicator. They're going to make it known to you exactly, you know, what they're thinking, how they feel as well. But with the kind of judgments underneath the Ace of Swords, I feel like there weren't someone that used to do that before, and as we mentioned earlier with the fact that before they used to, you know, comply, they used to, you know, dim their light, you know, and maybe not really say what they feel. But now they're kind of a pioneer type energy. There's someone that go for it, there's someone that's very confident. So they've kind of emerged as this, you know, not this lovely, confident, bold person, and you know, someone that's never going to look back again. Someone that's kind of really transformed their communication style as well. They're someone that will always speak their mind, always make it clear. Just lovely communication in terms of this person never holding back in terms of you know, speaking. So even if you were to have a slight disagreement or argument, this person will always continue to communicate. They're not someone that would just kind of ignore you, or maybe like not talk about the situation, or ignore the situation, not answer your questions. You know, there's someone that would, you know, not scared to have the uncomfortable chat if there is an uncomfortable chat to be had. So that's what I see in terms of this new person. This new person's looking for sort of happiness. They are actually looking for long-term commitment. So even though, you know, they're coming across as someone that's very flirtatious, I feel like you might feel, oh, this person's kind of a player. This person's really flirting with me. That's all they've got on their mind is one thing. They're just going to maybe want to do the deed and then just, you know, move on. But I feel like this person is not looking for just you know, that side of things. There's someone that is actually looking for maybe to settle down, have a family, if that's what you're looking for. There's someone that's going to see you as someone that's very caring, nurturing, someone that's kind of bringing a lot to the table, and that's why they're going to really be passionate, and they're really going to want to go, you know, they're really going to communicate well with you, but really be flirting with, no, let me start again, really flirtatious. I feel like this person's going to feel like their bad luck has ended. You know, they're coming into a new, having met you, they're going to think like, oh God, I'm so lucky to have met you. You know, there's someone that's really learned from their sort of negative. Maybe there was someone that were previously, that's for some of you, not for all. Previously, this person used to get into relationships for, you know, just instant satisfaction, or just, you know, the initial buzz of just, you know, when you first start dating, and then after that they'll just move on to another relationship because it wasn't fulfilling. For others, it could be that, you know, as I said, they were just in a kind of a toxic situation, you know, before, or they've experienced some hardship in their life which they've learned from, and now they feel like, do you know what, my life is really changing. I've, you know, caught a lucky break by meeting pile number 3. I can't believe this person's like the Empress. It's not a gender specific reading, so it's just with the Empress tarot. It explains that a lot of fertility, nurturing, caring, kind of the feminine, mothering, kind of nurturing aspect. As I said, gender non-specific. If it is the other side, so if you are kind of the male looking for a female, then I feel like you're going to feel like the person that's coming towards you is someone that's very caring, nurturing, someone that's very got you know, a lot of ideas for maybe someone that's quite inspiring, someone that's very creative. But I feel like there's going to be a sort of luck, a change of luck for both you and this new love as well coming in for you. Let's see. I feel like there's just fate as well that's has their hand in this meeting with this new love. So there is something kind of destined about the you two meeting, and there's going to be a reason why you two will come into contact. So for some of you, you know, it could be that there's you will kind of expand, you will learn, you will grow with this person. For others, it could just be that you've been waiting a long time for your person, and this kind of new love comes in. So I'm just going to get one final card. Yep, so with the 6 of Swords, I feel like you are moving from into calmer waters. So I feel like you are moving from experiences that weren't preferred before, or relationships that were a bit maybe toxic, or relationships that were bringing you down, and you're kind of moving into or you're attracting a new love, which is someone that's going to want the same things as you, going to want sort of happiness, ultimately, whatever happiness looks like to you in a relationship. So it will be different for all of you, but I feel like you're going to be attracting something that's going to be kind of fulfilling, something that's you're going to really get something out of the relationship. Okay, so it's something different to what you haven't experienced before. Okay, my lovely pile number 3. So that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed the reading, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, I'd love to have you join my channel, where I'll be posting future spouse reading, new love reading, and also if you find yourself in a connection, I do as well connection readings, maybe 1 month. So if you just want to check in with the energy there, but otherwise I wish you a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening depending where you are, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.